G'day, Mark Nichols here. Today I'm going to show you a range of latex masks that I made and sold way back in 1997 to 1998. That's a young me in the back row in the middle there, looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to take on the world. We'll start off with a novelty pig nose I made. It had elastic attached so you could wear it on your face. Now, all of the products that you see here today were initially sculpted in a water-based clay as opposed to an oil-based clay. I find you can get good results faster, the only main problem being that you need to keep it wet. Now, once I was happy with the sculptures, I sealed it with hairspray. You can use more expensive sealants if you want. I then poured dental stone over the sculptures to make a mould. I used dental stone instead of plaster because it's stronger and would last longer than plaster when making multiple latex masks. Once dry, the clay was removed and then the mould cleaned up. From there, I mixed acrylic paint into liquid latex to get the desired colour that I wanted. Now keep in mind that with the coloured latex you'll need to do tests, let the latex dry to get the true indication of what the colour will look like. Then I filled the mould to the brim with the latex and let it sit for about 2 hours. I also placed a plastic cling wrap film over the surface of the latex to stop a skin forming on the surface. After around 2 hours, I gently tipped the latex back into its container. I'd leave the mould upside down so that the excess latex could drip out of the mould back into the container so it could be reused again. Later on, when the latex had dried, I tipped talcum powder onto it so it wouldn't stick to itself when I removed it from the mould. And then I slowly removed the latex from the mould, nice and gentle. Once it was out, I'd get a damp sponge and I'd give it a wipe off just to get any clay or any plaster or dental stone that had come off the mould and stuck to the latex, just to tidy it up. Then I'd get a really good sharp pair of scissors. I actually use dressmaker's scissors, and I'd trim the mask and I'd cut the eyes, nose and mouth holes out. So that the mask would stay on the face, I used a good quality black elastic, which I would adhere to the mask either by stitching it on, gluing it on with a good adhesive, or more of the latex. As far as sewing it on, you would need a pretty strong sewing machine. The thickness of my masks, I found it impractical to actually sew them on. When it came to painting the mask, I'd actually paint a layer of binder medium onto the areas that are going to be painted so that the paint would adhere to the latex and not crack at a later stage. This has been a very abridged version of the basic steps involved with making a latex mask, but check out my other videos here on YouTube, and I hope you've enjoyed the video today.